Not a chance. I still have bad head. I'm trying to fix it. That looks fine. That looks okay. Not ideal, but not the worst, you know? Oh my gosh, I have a leg ache. Do you ever get those? Ooh. Oh, I have a heating pad in here. I'm eating a plain bagel. No butter, not toasted, just plain. Hi. Hi, guys. I am warning you. I'll probably end right after this is done because I want to take a nap. Jesus Christ, Harris. We're fine. Ooh, I'm so tired. Bye. Hi guys. Anna needs you now. I'm DMing Anna right now. Relax. Hi guys. Why are we both awake? I don't know. I'm so tired. Guys! I'm waiting for Anna. Relax. You guys saying Call Me Carson YouTube video didn't age well? You're being very annoying. And children. If anything, it aged better. Hello? People make mistakes. That's the difference here. And I'm sure I'll talk about this later. But this human has made a mistake. They made a human mistake.
People, hey.
And they are apologizing for it. But what we do on the internet is we don't accept apologies, and it's so fucked up. Alright, I'm ready.
What up,
Mistake,
man?
Bruh. Isn't it? Oh, hi Anna. Sorry.
Hey, good
Responding to
morning.
chat. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining me for this. I know it's very early for you.
It's okay. We feel
Just
great.
with Anna, I love the title. It's exactly what we are doing.
I don't know what we're doing. It's okay
Neither do
though.
I.
We're gonna win.
Of course, of course. I need to figure out how to share my screen video, I think, as a starter. And I'm watching your stream, so you're gonna see yourself twice if I manage to do
Oh my.
something. I love your hoodie.
Thanks. I got it for
Thank
free.
you. Everything that's free is great stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me know if you see this, which should be your stream. You see yourself? I was also just spying on the enemy, so there's Hikaru and Navi. They are one of the top teams, apart from us, of course.
I hate them.
Do you see it when I change tabs? Do you see the rest of my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. What we are doing is a puzzle competition on chess.com. The whole week they have different competitions. Today's one is the team one, so I really wanted to take part of today's one. The rest of them I don't really care because I'm not that competitive, but I was like, I'm gonna have the best team, the coolest team, and then I thought, who could be my teammate if I want to be the coolest team? And I think the answer was clear. Thanks so much for accepting.
We might not win, but hey, we will.
I think we will win.
We'll show up.
We're gonna intimidate Hikaru and Levi. You teach me how to trash talk. We're gonna trash talk them in their own chats. They're gonna withdraw from the event, and then we win.
Exactly.
That's the plan.
That. I love that.
The teams are listed here. We are here as well. They've got the links to our Twitch channels and such. There are prices, but like we are here, of course, for content and such. But I think the price we should definitely go for is best clip, and there's gonna be a Twitter poll.
Best clip? What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what does that mean, but I think we can win that. Apart from the rest of the $4,000, of course.
Okay, let's flash the camera on 4. Ready? Just kidding.
Yeah, this is the competition for the next 3 hours. People will be solving puzzles. We don't have to be here for 3 hours, so it starts now. We solve puzzles for as no, you're not here for 3 hours. I didn't want to tell Cutie that we are in here for a long session. No, we can solve puzzles for as long as we want, and they count the top score. And I think it's just a fun, basically pre-PogChamps event for chess.com. They're gonna be announcing PogChamps soon. I think Cutie, I know things that we can't talk about, but there will be announcements about PogChamps coming up shortly. So this is their pre-PogChamps event for this week.
How exciting! I can't wait. I can't wait to be another woman GM giving coaching sessions during PogChamps. I know they haven't announced it yet, and I'm leaking, but it's true. It's true. It's definitely happening.
I love your session. I was watching your coaching session with Pokimane, and I think it was brilliant.
I wanted to joke around the entire time, but I didn't know her sense of humor, so I kept and chat kept being like, actually teach her something, and so I'd get very nervous, and so I'd be like, I don't know, move a piece. But I was really sad because I just wanted to joke around the whole time, but it's fine.
Yeah, I saw the part when you were later watching her stream, and she was like, you guys gotta follow her, she's amazing, she's the most entertaining. I fully agree, by the way. If people don't follow you, I don't know where they are. But she also said that you weren't memeing as much as she thought you would.
I think next time. That's the annoying thing is like you feel like you blew your chance, right? Like I was like, shoot.
I think it's just the start. It's the start of a blooming friendship, and you're gonna be her lifetime coach from now on.
Hopefully.
Isn't that the deal?
Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, hopefully for me, but not for her. I mean, if she wants to get better, she should look elsewhere.
You did make her a woman grandmaster, so I think that's a bigger accomplishment we can go for.
That's true.
Now, about the puzzles, this is basically just the normal puzzle session that you already know. When I click on survival, it's gonna
30?
I think Hikaru and Levi are at 49, which is a bit annoying.
Call them sweaty. I'm gonna do it. 1 second.
Sure.
Let me go mobile. Let me go mobile. I'll go post it really quick.
Sure. Are we tweeting it? Are we saying it in the chat? You need to teach me. How do we
say it in his chat? So first thing, I'm gonna pull up Levy's chat because he's more likely to see it, you know?
Yeah, true.
And oh, I got an ad. That's so annoying. Okay. I'll just say at Gotham Chess. Y'all being real sweaty. Yeah. You have to say it too. So sure. I just posted it.
And I'll tag him and say the same or
say yeah, super sweaty.
Sure. I'm loving it. Gotham Chess super sweaty. I think he's reading it.
Cutie is in our chat talking trash, and so is Anna. They're in my chat talking trash.
No, but you go queen c5.
Karu doesn't lose a beat. He's just like, okay, you do this.
Yeah, Levy keeps talking about it though. I think it's working. I think Levy's already feeling the intimidation from our side. We just need to get to Hikaru somehow. Yeah. He's too focused on the moves.
How do we get to Hikaru? This is what we do to Hikaru. We try to distract him. So now we go to Hikaru's chat. Oh, it's my 6-month anniversary? Okay.
Aww.
So let's go to Hikaru's chat. I didn't realize I was a sub. This is very exciting for me. And what do we just distract him? Like, oh.
Okay.
Your fire alarm must be going off. That's crazy. You should check that. Yeah, that's good. You should be like,
I'm good.
oh, the kitchen. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, you see it.
Yeah. Oh, the kitchen. Watch out.
I'm loving this already. This is so intimidating. You think he will see it?
No, he will ignore us.
100%.
100%. We don't exist to him.
Oh.
I got Jonah walled.
I mean, it can't be Bishop.
Wait, but his fans are tagging us.
His fans are having a good time.
Oh.
Queen A1, ED7, and like Bishop.
Well,
Look at this comment. Cutie, you're my favorite Britney Spears impersonator.
Oh,
What?
that sucks when that happens.
Queen F7. Yeah.
I used to be a Britney Spears impersonator and I did a bad job.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
No. Mm-mm.
Seriously. I
Yeah.
was thinking, I think you already got this comment like a million times, but you do look a lot like Margot Robbie.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
No, you do. You do look like her.
That'd
when
be
you
nice.
did the Harlequin transformation, I thought
Uh-huh.
it was her. The photo that you posted, I thought it was her.
That's
No
so
kidding.
nice.
No, I thought it was her. You look like her. You so look like her. I wish I could look like her.
That's so nice. Jeez, Louise. I don't know what to say to that.
It's true. You look like her.
It's nice of you.
But you have a better sense of humor. I mean, I don't know her.
Wait a second. What is that bot? What is that bot in Hikaru's chat? I'll be giving a lesson to the new chess player Pokimane at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm livid.
I think Hikaru is trying to steal your student.
What the hell?
We're gonna need to prove in this puzzle competition that you're a better teacher. We're gonna have to outscore them.
That's crazy.
This is all for Poki. This is all for Poki.
Yeah, I'm dedicating today to Pokimane. Heck. All right, this should be fun.
This is gonna be great. I think you can definitely do the first ones. And the most important, I think if you do the commentary, just explain to the viewers what's going on the board,
Yeah.
we're gonna win the competition. So it's
Okay.
all about that. It's all about the philosophical side of chess. And yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I have your picture there. I don't know if you can see it on my stream, but I love that photo of you and your dog. I forgot
That's
the
so
dog's
nice of you.
name.
Swift after Taylor.
Oh, I thought it was the cat because I was like, I know you're a big Taylor Swift fan, but I
Uh-huh.
wasn't sure if it's the cat or the dog that's named after her. So the cat's name is
Durs.
Durs.
Yeah, for like derpy. Like he has a derpy face.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
That's what he was named after. It's very
Makes
cool.
perfect sense. Taylor Swift, by the way, is that if I'm compared to anyone, people think I look like her. I don't think I look like her. I wish I could look like
that's
her.
a good compliment.
I used to have a hairstyle that is more similar to hers. Now I don't think it looks like hers, but it used to be closer to it. And because I use always the eyeliner and bold lipstick, the hairstyle was similar. People tend to say that I'm the Taylor Swift of chess. And I was like, that's a huge compliment because I want to look like her.
Yeah, that's
but I'm
awesome.
not.
Be the Taylor Swift of anything.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. I love her music. Do you see my board, Cutie? Because you're gonna
Yes.
solve this first one. You're gonna tell the viewers how we give checkmate here to the White King. We're gonna give this checkmate like this is gonna be. Hikaru would not see
there's
this.
a checkmate?
Yes.
What the heck?
So we're gonna try to hunt down this king in immediately. It's gonna be checkmate in one, and I'm sure you can find it.
Checkmate in one? Is it
Mhm.
one move?
Yes. So
What
we
the
are playing with the black
hell?
pieces, and we're gonna try to give a
I'm gonna
very
tell you the answer.
strong
It's not
check.
possible.
It looks impossible because all of our
Uh-huh.
pieces are on the back rank.
Uh-huh.
But there's one piece, though. There's one piece that can get to this
The
king.
queen.
Exactly. Well done. We're gonna move this queen all the way to the edge of the board.
Oh,
We're gonna
and
need a name for this checkmate.
That's crazy. That's a good. Does that ever happen? I've never seen that happen.
Honestly, it happened to me. I think, once, and I played chess my whole life and it happened once, because even if you're playing against a complete beginner, they have to be so unlucky to choose those exact two pawns. It has to be those 2 pawns pushed, and then it's checkmate in 2, so it's very rare. It's called the fool's mate.
I've never seen that. That's so cool. I can't wait to try that if someone ever does that. Okay.
In this one, I'm gonna give a check here first, and then after this move, it's gonna be over to you to finish the puzzle, because I know you can do this. I know you can do this, girl. This king again is our target. Which piece can give checkmate?
Is it? Oh, the other rook just underneath it. H5.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And why can't the king go sideways? Why can't it step out of the check?
Pawn will eat him up.
Very good job. We've got this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
they have taken our queen. That's a bit of an issue. But we're
That's
gonna
messed
give
up.
the check. And now, what's the winning move
Now
here?
the bishop. G8.
The rook.
That's what I meant.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know why in my brain I always get those confused.
Really?
But I
The
do.
bishop and the rook.
Yeah. I don't get the pieces confused. I get the names confused.
Interesting. Yeah, because I know you meant the right piece, because you knew this square, and this
Yeah.
is checkmate. Interesting that they don't sound similar. I mix up other words. The brain is a strange thing.
Yeah. Okay.
King to f3, white has just played.
Are all of
we
these
give
looking
checkmate?
for check?
The first ones I think are checkmating 1 and 2, and then it gets more and more difficult. So Hikaru and Levi are solving the more difficult ones, but
They are so tryhards, you know?
They are like, yeah.
Yeah. They're just, ugh. They're just,
Exactly.
just relax. Relax.
So sweaty.
Yeah,
as
so
Jordi told
sweaty.
Levi. Very sweaty.
Yeah, someone get them a shower. That's what I say. It's check with, well, which one's better? Because you could check with the knight, but I guess it's better to check with the rook again.
Exactly, because this knight is taking away an important square from the king. So if we were to give a check with the knight, the king will have more space to go to, and also maybe it will be taken. But I think you are looking at this rook check, and that means that we're gonna be giving check. The knight is taking away this square, the rook is taking away this square, so actually the king has nowhere to go.
Yeah, okay.
And they cannot take our pieces because
It's protected.
it's the... Yeah, exactly, and the knight is protected too. That's another checkmate. Well done.
Wow, that's
You're
fun.
very good at this. You're very good at this. And I know you're not huge on puzzles, but you're doing very well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm bad at puzzles.
No, you're not bad at puzzles. I think you just don't like them too much. I like the fact that Pocky does, because Pokimane solves more puzzles. I think she likes puzzles more than games. She feels like
That's what I think she does too. Someone in my chat just said, I mixed up this chat and Anna's chat, and I went over there to be rude. I'm blushing. Yeah, what? You can be rude in my chat. We're the angsty chat, not Anna's chat. Jesus, stay in your lane, boys.
No, your community is amazing, and you are like, I was telling the whole day we have been talking about you on my stream, because I started a few hours ago, and we had a tournament that we named. Wait a second, can I still show you? We're gonna continue with that puzzle because of course we're gonna win this. But we had a tournament called QTCinderella. So that's my
god.
That's my community's name for us. We have a ship name, and it was almost 400 players playing in the QTCinderella arena.
What the heck? That's so cool.
That's what we hosted earlier.
We have a ship name. We've made it. Oh my god.
We have it all. I bet that Hikaru and Levi don't have a ship name. Like what would it be? He called Levi. That doesn't sound.
What is that?
It just doesn't have a ring to it.
Or Hikaru chess, which is just boxes Levi out. Poor Levi.
It's heavy, you guys are saying. You're beautiful.
Oh my gosh, heavy is funny.
They're sweaty and heavy.
That's funny. Okay. What
we
are we
can
doing
do
here?
this one too. We're gonna hunt down this king. Black to move.
Is it this a checkmate one again?
Yes, checkmate in 1.
Checkmate in 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just the queen going straight up.
Excellent, because it's guarded by the rook, so we can eat this pawn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone, I have to say this, everyone in my chat is saying Cutie couldn't be less interested. I'm so interested. This is just the tone of my voice. This is just how I am. If you guys are coming over from Anna's chat and you're not used to me, this is how I talk. This is me excited.
I know this is how you are when you're excited, and I really appreciate again that you're streaming this early, because it's 10 a.m. for you. It's like I never stream at 10 a.m. That's why I wasn't sure if you were able to make it, because I was like, this is early.
Yeah, it is. I'm not an adult anymore. Once I became on like a full-time streamer, I don't wake up till 1 p.m., you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I also am a lot more used to streaming late. Nowadays I try to stream daytime, but like the Among Us sessions that we had with the rest of the ladies, that was like 3-4 a.m. for me. Oh, by the way, I realized that the lesson I signed up for, and I totally want to do it. So I'm 100% in with the lesson.
Change times, Anna.
I was gonna ask you, because only later I realized it's 4 a.m. for me.
Jesus, yeah, let's change times.
Like anytime that's a bit earlier. Anytime that's a bit earlier, and it's a huge honor.
What time do you normally stream? We can just work around that. Because I could even do like 4 o'clock my time. That'd be 4 hours early. We could do 2 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock my time.
I think anything that's a bit earlier than that, because I don't mind if it's evening or late evening, as long as it's like not the middle of the night, if that's possible, if it suits you.
Yeah, let's do 1 p.m.
Sure, 1 p.m. I think that's 9 p.m. my time. I'm in Ireland.
EST, so that is... Yeah, that's 9 p.m. for you. Does that work?
Yeah, okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Great.
I'm really looking forward to it.
You should learn so much.
I'm
going to work on my lessons. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm teaching, because I'm not sure.
I thought the lesson that you had with Pocky was so well structured. You only messed up the last part about the legal trap, but it's not an easy one.
That was the one thing. I was like, I want to teach her at least, like, actually teach her one thing, and I wanted to teach her the queen's thing.
Yeah.
But she already knew it, and I was like, oh, boy.
I was surprised that she knew so much, because that was her first lesson, but she watched a couple of videos already, and she's like, she's really dedicated and hardworking and has started grinding already before the lessons.
She's a gamer, so she's gonna get good quick.
Yeah, no, she's really good already, and like, we're gonna see how that lesson goes with Hikaru after Hikaru has kidnapped her from you, because you're obviously the main coach here.
So rude. It's so rude.
Very rude. Shall we give a rude checkmate to this king with these 2 rooks? Which one do you think should move if we want to give checkmate to this king?
We have to move the one on H file, because it can get taken by that pawn, or no?
You want to move this one to here or here?
To G2.
So if we move this rook here...
Oh, then he just moves over one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So the king would go back. Then we need this rook here to not let the king go back to the corner.
Oh, if he's in check, then the pawn can't take it. So duh. So then it's the one on the E file goes to G2.
Oh, I understand. You were worried about this pawn. Sometimes I look at the board the other way too. So it's confusing because it keeps turning. It keeps switching the side.
Oh, right.
But it happens to me all the time. So don't worry about that. But you are right that even if it was hanging, this is a check and checkmate, so they can't take it. Well done.
My chat's like, pawns move down, cutie. Okay. All right, I get it. Okay.
To your viewers and mine, I have that issue every single time, and I started playing chess when I was 4. So if it happens to me, I think it's very normal. It happens to everybody because they keep switching the sides here. Like they flip the board for every exercise depending on whose move it is. So it's confusing.
Yeah. I barely learned this week that black starts on the higher number and white starts on the lower number. That's new.
Very good. Yeah. But you don't have to use annotations. I think it's not that natural.
Yeah, annotations are hard.
Board.
This one's easy, right? It's just the queen goes all the way up.
All the way up. The bishop will block, and now because that bishop moved away, we have something else. We're gonna win the opponent's queen in this one.
Oh. Oh, so now we just check, we fork with our knight.
Very good job, excellent. Oh, I can't draw arrows apparently, but this is the square. Nicely done, we have just won the queen.
Yay. Man, if only real games could work like that. We love forks here. Does your channel love forks? Do they like Craigasm over forks?
Oh yeah, I think forks is like everyone's favorite.
Okay.
Forks and accepting the Botus Gambit. So when the opponent blunders a queen and you take it, that feels so good.
Ugh, that never happens to me. I wish.
It should happen more.
We have construction going on and cleaners here, so sorry if there's background noise.
No worries, no worries. I was drawing an arrow which I shouldn't have, but that move, if we place the knight there, why is that a good move?
Because then we get that bishop for free.
Yes, and another fork. Excellent.
Forks.
Many.
Okay.
This one is more complex. I'm gonna make the first move and then you continue. This knight check, it couldn't be taken because the pawn was pinned. So this queen is pinning the pawn.
Right,
they can't take our knight. So the king stepped away, and now we need another check, a very strong one. Is it with the rook, the knight, or the queen?
My instinct says queen, but I know that's not right. Oh, wait. Oh, it is queen, but it's just going diagonal instead of up. I was thinking up, but it goes diagonal.
Excellent. Yeah, you notice that you can't take it because that will be captured by one of the white pieces. But this one, checkmate. Nice.
Yay.
We've got this. I'm sure that Hikaru and Levi didn't get that exercise right.
Yeah, they're still stuck on it.
Exactly.
Losers.
Sweaty, heavy, everything.
They wish they were as good as us at chess. Okay.
Exactly. It's white to move now. We're gonna try to give checkmate again in one to this king.
Checkmate in one. Oh, it's just the queen moving up one?
Excellent. Yeah, it's guarded by the pawn, so we can give this, and it's a checkmate. Ooh, white wants to give checkmate now to our king, so we have to hurry up with our attack. We need to hurry up, and we only have 2 rooks. We are missing our queen. That's a bit of an issue.
Oh. Yeah, so it's just queen to a7? Is that just it?
This is what white wants. So this is their threat. Now we're playing with the black pieces.
Oh, we're black pieces. Oh, duh.
Yeah, but no, that's true. This is what they want, and it would be checkmate in one. So we need to hurry up and give checkmate before they give checkmate to us. This is a bit more complex because this king doesn't seem to be in trouble right now.
Yeah, so are we just checking him? Oh, yeah, duh. So we just do, so we do C. Yeah, so he has to move over one. And then we just back rank with, that guy.
Nicely done. Excellent.
Lovely.
You spotted it.
Okay.
The queen moved here. This one, we may not be able to give checkmate because there's loads of pieces around the king. But sometimes if you just win a piece, that's enough for these puzzles.
Okay.
This is trickier, but can you picture what's wrong for white if we trade queens and this pawn moves? Can you visualize that?
The pawn it'll just be a trade.
And what happens to the rest of the white pieces if that pawn moves?
I don't know.
So this pawn will move here. If we trade the queen, right, then the white pawn will take back. What happens when that white pawn is gone from where it is? What is it doing right now? What else is the job of that pawn? It's guarding the queen?
And it's guarding that bishop. Oh, so we'd get that bishop for free.
Excellent. Yes. So if we take here, the pawn moves. It has to take back.
Oh, it's remove the defender.
Nice. You know it. Excellent
Hans taught
job.
me that, and I'm really bad at it. Okay. What are we doing now? How do you know what we're doing? You can just tell?
It's because I know nothing but chess, so it's like every other game I'm not good at. You should see me how I play League of Legends. I started playing League a few months ago, and I'm
That was a
so
mistake.
bad. I love the game. My
Yeah.
favorite champion now is Amumu, the mommy
Okay.
that cries.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So cute. Earlier I chose Lux because I like how she looks like. She's like a fairy.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a favorite champion?
Yeah, I used to only play League. That's how I started streaming.
Oh really? I didn't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I played Jinx. I have like
Oh, that's why you have
points
the
on
Jinx
Jinx.
theme. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Jinx is a fun one. I haven't played yet, but when I play with Kevin and friends, sometimes they pick Jinx.
Yeah, I really like her. But yeah,
You must be
League
like
is
a
very
grandmaster
addictive.
of playing Jinx then if you played so long.
I must what?
You must be really good. Wouldn't it be like that you have a very high rank at playing Jinx?
You would think that. But just like chess, I don't have the attention span to get very good at things. So I've played for years. Literally, I've played League for years, and I am still in silver.
The silver is good, isn't it? I don't know two other ranks.
No, it's not very good.
No.
I almost made gold. It's a touchy subject. It was really sad for us. We played for like 60 hours straight. I'm not kidding. Like I would sleep and then go live and play League. Yeah, it was awful. Because the season was ending, and so we really want to get gold, and I lost my final game in the last second of the end of the season. It was very sad.
Oh no.
We went through a lot. Yeah, it's okay.
And then then you need to start from zero, or how does it work? So you cannot continue from where you left it.
So it restarts. Yeah, it restarts the next season.
Oh.
But you'll be fine until you start playing ranked, and then you'll become depressed. So just be careful, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the news there, but I'm sure you're a lot better than most people.
Instead of me teaching you chess, I teach you League. I coach you League.
Oh, but I still want the test lesson.
We could just do both.
Just wait until I teach you baking or cooking, because I thought I like this roles reverse thing, and I'm terrible in the kitchen, so like I could teach you how to bake. You need to follow my instructions.
Yeah, we're doing something like that with E-Girl Rejects. Like, I'm supposed to follow one of Minx's recipes, and I'm like, this is not going to be good for me. I'm going to be so mad. Minx is not a cook.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm going to...
fun, though.
I'll definitely be watching if I can. In this one, I can also just... Whatever you prefer. So the first ones, I wanted you to solve them because I know you can. I can just solve the rest. You do commentary on what we are moving, or just we can talk about whatever we want, honestly. Like, feel free to.
I wish I could. I wish I was better at this.
No. Your company is all I need, and your trash talking skills, I think, already have touched our main rivals, Hikaru and Levi. Speaking of them, how are they doing? 15
Oh my gosh! Look at that board!
Oh my gosh!
What happened?
That's Hikaru calculating.
Oh my gosh. That is not even a game. That's not chess. He just doodled. He's just drawing. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Wait, let me go try. I gotta go.
Love your content. Hope 2021 is an amazing year for you, Levi's
or Hikaru's or both?
Levi's. Levy. Yeah, Hikaru's so unfazed. So you're gonna go to Levy's chat. I'm gonna say... this isn't chess. This looks like a game of chutes and ladders. And then I want you to say, we figured this one out hours ago.
Sure. I wonder if Levi will say something because he's supposed to be contributing to what Hikaru is calculating.
Yeah, 95 with a 4.
Tagging Levi.
Where can Black go? Rook D7 maybe?
He's giggling.
I think it's right, yeah? It is. Yeah. Oh, whoa, but whoa. We didn't even consider Queen B3.
I was gonna say Queen
This is crazy.
Queen B3. I forgot to
They calculated for like 1,000,000 hours, like 30 moves, and now the computer played a response they didn't even foresee, so they need to start over with what they're gonna
Oh my
calculate.
gosh, what a nightmare.
Yes, that looks. Yeah, what is Black?
They're so focused, but yeah, I think Levi's saw it, but
Yeah.
But it's a winning end.
they already lost a life.
Oh, this is easy. We're coming back, no problem.
Yeah, we're on 100% score, so like,
Yeah, no big deal. We just have to get to 59 now.
exactly. I'll be making these moves, and you can do commentary, or you can
Okay.
tell us about your experience in general in the chess community, because I know for PogChamps too that it was pluses and it was positive and negative at the same time. I felt like the chess community wasn't very fair toward you. Some of it. I know it's not
No.
all of it.
No,
But-
they were absolutely awful. I imagine that you've experienced this on a greater level than I ever have, but also you're a much more composed lady than me. I think chess is just a traditional game, and they want traditional people. And so when you have a loud, boisterous woman like myself who makes jokes similar to those that many men make, you know, it feels inappropriate. Anna, what happened?
I lost a life. Oh no, I was so focused on what you were saying. I lost a life, QT. It's okay. I can make up for it. We're gonna
Hey, go look at Levy's chat really quick. Let me just show you. Okay, 1 second.
I made a mistake. Oh no. Oh no! Cutie! Please don't give up on me just yet. Please don't give up on me. I can make up for this. I'm responding.
All right. 15th puzzle, right after you said, oh.
Let me make up for this. I'm gonna make up for this. I'm gonna redo the first one so that we get back to the same score without any loss.
Okay, speed, yeah.
Speed. We're gonna solve these real quick. I was so focused on what you were saying because I thought you were so right when you said it in the interview. In a couple of the interviews, you mentioned that you didn't feel like it was very welcoming, the community toward you and toward others, including Carson. I thought that they were like it. Oh shoot, I'm still listening to them. I was like, where's the audio coming from? I'm still watching the stream.
Now you're watching my stream. What's happening? Get it together, Anna.
Okay, I'll focus. I'm gonna let you do the talking, but yeah, I thought that was really unfair.
Yeah, it was funny because it's this game. It's this game that doesn't have a ton of attention. And usually when you're passionate about something, you want it to have as much attention as possible, right? Like you want, like imagine chess goes mainstream. How amazing is that for the chess community? But instead you have like people who bring more eyes on it, which immediately I don't bring a lot of eyes to it, but I bring more than it had before. And I play the game and I'm just treated like I'm an idiot. And it's like, for some reason, no other game does that happen. Like in League of Legends, if you're bad, no one says you are stupid. So it's like, why is chess directly correlated to intelligence? Because that's just simply not true, you know? Like, so it was just like a very aggressive in that way. Like, number one, I'm here to bring attention to it. And people also didn't understand like my sense of humor. Anna, I swear to God.
Cute is gonna fire me. That didn't happen. I can redo this. I can redo it. Goodness me, what's going on? Goodness me.
Focus.
Focus.
You're holding the team back. I'm doing so much.
I'm so sorry, Cutie. I didn't mean to hold the team back. I'm trying my best. I was training earlier on stream. I was solving puzzles. I wanted to give my best for the team. Oh
it's okay.
no.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
I
think you're very right that how it's said that, yeah, it's a mind game, it's a mind sport, but it doesn't mean that people who are new to it and beginners are stupid. It's not about the intelligence level. It's about when you started something that's new, everyone is bad at whatever that is that you are starting out with. So it's unfair to link that in any way to intelligence when it's just that we all suck when we are starting out at something.
Yeah, it's just kind of silly because it's like it felt like nothing I could do was right, to be honest. Like, and it was very frustrating when you're put in those situations, especially as a woman, because it's just a very familiar spot to be in. So like the first stream I ever did, I was like, okay, I'm in front of a new audience, like I'm going to look my best. Like I consciously picked out a dress and I constantly did my
I love your dress. I remember the dress.
Like I did my makeup and everything like that, and then I just saw all these comments saying, "Oh, she's trailer trash. She's trashy," because of the way I was dressing. Yeah,
pretty.
Yeah, because like I don't know, because I don't know. I have blonde hair and I was wearing a dress without shoulders, and it affected me in a way where I was like, okay, I guess this isn't acceptable. So then the next stream, like, and I never vocalized any of this, but the next stream for PogChamps, I wore a turtleneck. Like I was like, okay, let me go the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, let me just like wear a turtleneck. And then people said I was boring, and it was like, why is this happening? Like what? Like what am I saying? And so then like the next stream I made, you know, I dressed very like casual, like normal as I could. I didn't do my makeup over the top, like I didn't wear fake eyelashes or anything like that, and I was my normal personality, and then instead of boring, I was annoying. So every single thing I did, it was just like never ending. It was exhausting to try to please that community specifically. And it was crazy because, you know, they never talked about Ludwig's appearance. They were never like, oh, Ludwig looks trashy. Or, you know, and even like, so people are calling me trashy, but then there are also people sexualizing me for no goddamn reason and being like, oh, she's so hot, or da-da-da. And it's like, regardless if you think you're being nice, because I know some guys are like, oh, hot's a compliment. Yeah. Sure, yeah, hot's a compliment if you're my boyfriend. Hot's a compliment if we are dating. Hot's a compliment if you are my friend and you're like, yo, girl, you look hot. But if you are a stranger and you tell me I am hot and or sexy, you are just sexualizing me.
Yes, I fully agree.
And that's that. So it's just like, it's so silly. It was so silly. And it was just, there was nothing I could do to like really please the community. But I think it worked out in a way where eventually I got like this buy-in, because so many of them like hated me. That's a like rough word to say. But they were so mad at me for like representing their game that eventually I don't know, eventually they were like excited to see me fail, but then in that excitement to see me fail, they were like, oh wait, like this, like I think a few of them like grew to like me, which was a nice surprise. Like I think Levy's mentioned it before, and even chess.com has mentioned it before. They're like, we still get comments about like me being like the bad girl of chess, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like a bad girl of chess for being outspoken. Like that's so sad that, you know, you've been playing chess for years, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that's unfair. I feel like a lot of people like you, but they are the silent majority. I feel like many of those people who were sexist or trolling you or calling you not smart enough for the game or whatever mean comments they had, I feel like those are just the loud trolls, and most of the people I think they like you, but most people just, I don't know, they just watch. They don't feel like they have to comment on broadcast. If it's not like, I think our own streams are more personal than a broadcast, and broadcast people just put on sometimes as a sporting event that you watch, but you don't really like engage in the comments. So I feel like a lot of the people that would speak out they are just commenting because they want to be hurting someone with those comments, and that's unfair, of course. But they are definitely not the majority.
I think another issue is like the like I love Levi and I love Hikaru and I respect both of them immensely. Yeah. But the chess community would see the jokes that I would make as disrespectful. And it was like, what? Like,
why?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I would say like so with my stream with Levi, when he coached me, he said to me, he was like, if you lose, just blame me, like as a joke. So then I lost and I was like, oh, it's all Levi's fault. Like it was like, and it was just totally a joke. But then I got all of these comments being like, so disrespectful. How dare you disrespect your teacher? And like, and it was just like, what? Like, like Levi and I were 100% on the same page. And it's just like, it was just so frustrating because it's like, you don't know our relationship. You don't know that we understand that it's a joke. And so it's just like, it was very silly. And then like another issue was like the sense of humor. Like, so there was a report on Chester. I made a dick joke and there was someone that like a Karen that was like, why is there a young woman making a dick joke on Chess TV? Because PogChamps was on Chess TV. And it's just so frustrating because, literally Moist Critical, Slicker, and Ludwig all said something about having a throbbing cock. And no one complained about them. And so it's like, oh, okay. Just because they have a penis, they can make jokes about it without it being like a controversy? Like, okay. Like, that's silly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that we are not judged on the same. It's not weighing the same when you say the same line, or a male streamer would say the same line.
Yeah, they're different. You're held to different standards, and it's silly. It's so silly. So yeah, I think that sucked. But
that's certainly did. But I like the way you made positive out of all of that, and you called out those trolls and people who were unfair and mean and rude. And I feel like a lot of those actually realized that they did something wrong and they shouldn't have. I felt like you made a change. I felt like they then became more wholesome in a way because you called them out on a behavior that was harmful.
Yeah, I kind of agree, actually. A lot of people have the mentality of like, oh, don't address it, right? Don't feed the fire.
Yeah.
And I'm the opposite. I think in order to make any change whatsoever, you have to make some noise.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah,
and you were the only one. You were the only one that spoke up about that.
Yeah, and for a fact, Hafu, the people were calling Hafu boring too when she was amazing. Like she was amazing at chess. But no one was calling, Finton boring. No one was calling Easy with it, like, Scissors boring. Like, no one was calling anybody else boring. But, like, it was just kind of silly. It was just silly. It felt like there was no winning.
I think overall, you're definitely one of the winners, though, because if people think about PogChamps, I think it's very difficult to not recall your participation. I don't think all the viewers would be able to list everyone who has played in it, but you definitely made a big impact, and I think overall it made all the negatives positive in the end. Hopefully for you too. Hopefully you don't think of the chess community anymore as a place where you don't want to be that much, now that you're the coach of Pokemon and all that. Like,
yeah. I didn't warn her about them. I should have warned her. I mean, she's already figured it out for sure. It's just,
I think people will be hopefully a lot more welcoming to PogChamps 3 participants because of what you did too. I
hope so.
I think that was something good for future events.
I think I think it was interesting because You messaged me after it, I believe, but even Alex messaged me after it. She's like, I've been wanting to say something for a really long time, but it's like, it's something like, you know, it's harder for you guys because you've been in it, right? Like, you know, you're in it, you're used to it. You don't want to shake the boat because your reputation could be on the line. You could lose this thing that you are very passionate about. And to me, it was like, chess is my hobby. Like, yeah, I'll fuck shit up if I'm here. Like, no, I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna deal with whatever's normal in this community, because every place has norms, no matter what they are. And yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. Like,
yeah, we were very grateful that you did, Alex and I, but also Danny and the rest of, like, also the male streamers and chess.com in general, that you highlighted an issue in the chess community. And so this is a part about, like, the sexist side, that girls and women, it's a very low percentage still in chess, but the same thing about how some of the chess community is kind of an elitist and gatekeeping is a thing, because they feel like only grandmasters games matter, and beginners, like, I don't understand, honestly, how they don't see that we all were beginners at some point. They tend to forget that they used to have the levels you guys had in PogChamp. So there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone sucks at the start. And that's just normal. That's how it is at everything.
It was kind of funny because like, I don't understand the whole, because I mean, I haven't been a part of it long enough, but I don't understand the whole debate about, like, the women GM title versus the GM title.
You mean, why, like, there's a separate title? Yeah,
why the separate title? And there's a lot of people, there's just some people that I've seen in my chat specifically that they're like, oh, the women GM title is just a sticker. It doesn't really matter. And it's like, well, no, you're wrong. Like, you know?
Yeah, I certainly think they are wrong. I think that title makes sense. Like, in an ideal world, you wouldn't need titles that have any differentiator. Like, I agree that in an ideal world there wouldn't be separate women's titles, but at the moment there are so few girls and women competing at chess that if you take away that as an incentive, because it can motivate girls to become a woman IM or woman grandmaster, so why take it away when there are so few? If it's gonna be, I think in the future, if one day the chess community would be like 50-50%, like there's girls and boys and everyone, just, it doesn't matter what's your gender, because in the end it should not matter, but it used to be different. There used to be no girls and women competing at all, and that's just how socially women were not treated equal. So this is a long process, and it's not just in chess, but until it's not solved in the world, equal rights, and also in chess, equal representation, I don't think it makes sense to take away those titles when it gives an extra motivation to young girls and women.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But I think it's innately sexist for anyone to be upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I mean,
because if you're a woman GM, you can still become a GM, correct?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So, for instance, my titles are super confusing because I got the woman GM title and I have the IM title, which is without the W. And I have both. I am a woman grandmaster and an IM, which would be like the universal international master, like kind of like a man's title, but it's not a man's. It's neutral. Because the rank is like, there's woman grandmaster, and above that is the international master, and above that is the grandmaster. But they're just separate titles, and yeah, in the future hopefully there's no need for them, but for now I think people who complain about the existence of those titles, that's just sad. Then come up with a better strategy for motivating girls to pick up chess, because on a scholastic level there are loads of girls who are interested in chess. I've at least that's my personal experience, that in primary schools, when there's an after school club or if scholastic tournaments in general, they have usually maybe not 50-50%, but there's plenty of girls, and then it just becomes less and less and less of a thing that girls stick to chess.
Hey, it's okay that you made a mistake. You don't have to start over.
I didn't even realize.
It's okay. It's okay. I just
But
didn't want you to think you had to
I
start over. Because you're cruising. You're cruising. I'm doing good, but you are cruising.
I think it helps me that you're here and we are talking about something that's important. Because it really felt like you highlighted something that was a general issue, not just for PogChamps, but a general issue in the chess community. And I sure hope that because you did that, now PogChamps 3 will have a better atmosphere in general.
I hope so. I hope so.
Do you know that I was accused of cheating? I just thought it.
You were accused of cheating?
But it's one thing to be accused of cheating, and the other is on how I was accused of cheating. Because when you highlighted that issue in the chess community, it reminded me of what happened to me. Because I don't have many bad experiences in the chess community. I think I have been quite lucky. Yeah. But the one time I played the best tournament in my life, that was over 10 years ago. In France, I was playing an international tournament. And I started winning my games, and then I won game after game against players who were stronger than me. So I was leading the tournament after the first 4 rounds, and there was this group of 3 men who decided this is not possible. Like, she cannot play this well because, like, clearly she has to be cheating. And they asked the arbiter to check my games with the computer if it's matching the computer moves, because at chess you can cheat if you have computer assistance, because the computer plays now better than humans. So they were just checking if my moves were matching the computers, and the arbiter said to those men that no, there's nothing, like she just plays normal moves. And then after just 1 game before the tournament was ending, I was still leading. So they were like, no, this cannot be. She cannot be playing by herself. And they came up with a theory. On how I'm cheating. They said that I have a hidden microchip in my lip balm. In my lip balm, I have a microchip which is connected to a wireless internet connection in my backpack. And when I open my lip balm, I see the move in the lip balm.
That'd be so cool, though.
I know.
That would be cool. I kind of wish you were cheating. I kind of wish you figured that out. Wow.
That's was 2007, so this was before smartphones were even a normal thing. Like 2007, that's like, was it 13 years ago? And so apparently I figured it out. James Bond and all that stuff. Yeah, I had a microchip in my lip balm, according to these 3 gentlemen. And because they officially accused me of cheating, the arbiter came to see me before the last game, and they told me, the arbiter and the organizers were like, Anna, we know that you're not doing anything wrong, but because these 3 men said that you could be cheating, we need to make sure that they are okay, and we're gonna just like check your bag. They took my bag away. They opened the lip balm ceremonially to see what's inside, and oh my god, it was lip balm inside. It just felt so humiliating in a way that I think back then I didn't blame them because they just wanted to avoid drama, but at the same time it didn't feel right. That why am I even being like checked on, and why are they taking my stuff away when they didn't believe it? Like they told me that, Anna, we know this is not true. And later on, like the tournament, I lost that game. I played against one of these who accused me, one of the men who accused me. He didn't shake my hand, and you know, at the start of the game, you should shake hands at over the board tournaments. So I was trying to shake his hand, and he just shook his head, and I looked at him like what are you doing? He said, you don't play fair, and I was like, I don't play fair, and he said, yes, you don't play fair, and that's how we started the game. So like the whole thing was like a very nice experience, but my lip balm became famous because after the tournament, the New York Times, the New York Post, and all sorts of news media outlets wrote about my story as the lip balm scandal. I think it's still possible to find it on Google if someone Googles my name and lip balm, that's what comes up.
What the heck?
And there was the appeals committee of the International Chess Federation then later investigated the case, and I think they got some kind of a ban because you can't just go and accuse people. So they got some kind of a punishment, but a year or two later, and it was nothing major. Like people can just go and accuse you without receiving any major punishment for it.
Yeah, have you thought about selling lip balm?
Oh, I think I should. And I love lipstick. I think it would be great if I would finally get a lipstick sponsorship, lip balm lipstick. I would go with both.
I think that's a great idea.
You think I have a future in that field?
You could put on it, you could be like, we'll guarantee you win a game just for fun. Just like...
Yeah, I would love that. I guess overall, as it was for you, like it was really not nice to go through it, but now in the end it's a crazy story I can tell my grandchildren one day, and in the meantime my Twitch viewers have to listen to it every single time.
I love that. I've never heard that story. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Like a lot of our stories come from just awful experiences.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least I have a story now. Like
and I guess we grow stronger from these bad experiences. So overall it's positive, I guess, but when it happens in the moment, I couldn't deal with it. I was crying after that game, and not because I lost the game, but because they accused me of cheating. And it's the kind of feeling when you're like, I wouldn't even think about cheating. How are you assuming I'm cheating? Like at any game.
Yeah.
It's just
well, but then since you cried, you're emotional, Anna.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And they said that if it was a boy and a younger, so if it was, I guess that I wasn't like a child prodigy. I was, I think I was 20 when I played this tournament, and I was a woman. So like a 20-year-old woman, this is like not some kind of a child prodigy, so she cannot be playing this well. But yeah, it felt very sexist in that way, that it was because I'm a girl who is obviously she's not able to play like this.
Yeah. That's frustrating.
But we're gonna win this tournament, QT, because we are women grandmasters, and that title should matter.
I think it matters.
It does. Ooh, they are trying to trick us with this puzzle, because it could be stalemate. So normally you promote to a queen. But there are very few positions where if you promote to a queen,
it'll be
stalemate. So the king cannot move. And if we promote to a rook, it still is a stalemate. So we have to pick something else, which will be a bishop. A bishop and the knight can give checkmate. Yeah, that was a tricky one.
So do you still compete? Do you still play competitively?
No, I don't. I played until 2016 on the Olympic team, and that was my dream as a kid, to be on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
But then I started working in a studio in Hamburg. About 7 years ago, that was the first time I was in front of the camera, and recording video series was my first ever on camera thing. I didn't know how to speak in front of the camera. I didn't know how to behave. So that was also like a long learning process, but I ended up liking it a lot. So I ended up covering tournaments as a broadcaster, and then for a few years I was trying to do both, to compete but also to sometimes be the broadcaster of the events. And eventually in 2016 it started to be too much, and I had to make a decision at some point. Then I wasn't chosen for the team that year, for the Olympic team, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this as a sign. And they invited me as the main host, the main reporter of the Chess Olympiad that year. So instead, I was at the Olympiad instead of as a competitor. I was there as a reporter, and I loved it. And I was like, okay, it had to be this way. I guess this was the right way. But I think it's just very difficult to combine both. I don't know how Hikaru does it, because Hikaru is still one of the top chess grandmasters in the world, and he streams full time. So he's just I guess a genius, and I'm not. I don't know how you can combine two different careers. Like it's almost like having two full-time jobs.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. That sounds exhausting.
How was it for you streaming? Because you took up streaming full-time. How was your streaming story? When did it happen, and how did you transition?
it's kind of funny, actually. I started streaming League of Legends because I would get home from work and I would play it every single night alone. And so finally, I've always been a person that like wants to be as productive with my time as possible. And so I started feeling guilty, like playing these hours of video games, you know? And so I was like, well, if I stream, like at least I'll have someone to talk to. Like, you know, at least I'll be developing relationships, or I'll be entertaining, or I'll be doing something besides just sitting here alone, right?
Yeah.
So I started streaming League every single night. I did that for quite a few months, with just maybe my top, like, peak viewers. I'd get 20 viewers, and that's the most. Yeah, that's the most I would get. And so I one day someone in my chat recommended I go on the Austin show. This was like 2 years ago. Yeah, someone recommended I go on it. It was a way different show back then. Essentially, they just like, you know, in order to stand out on that show, it's still true. You have to have somewhat of a loud personality. And so I was like, so I was like, yeah, like I think I have somewhat of a loud and contagious personality, so I think this could be fun. And I think, you know, I only had 20 viewers. It'd be nice to have a few more, so like, let me do it. And so I apply, I interview, I go on, and Austin ends up just loving me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just, I love Austin so much now. But he invites me back. And then I just became a quick regular on the show. This is when the show was much smaller. But from there,
already, or it was a different format?
It was kind of like love. Yeah, there was a few different formats. I'd go on mostly all of them, but yeah, there was Love or Host. I would go on that. So it was before I met Ludwig.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so I was on that for a while, and I was like really consistently on that.
Did you see your channel growing because of that exposure through the Austin show?
Yeah. I saw it growed excessively. It's the only reason I ever got partner or anything like that. But I always said to people, because some people are like, oh, like Austin handed you your career, and it's like, no, because there are so many girls that go on that show that are just unremarkable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me so mad when people try to chalk up my success to, you know, someone putting me on a show. It's like, yeah, Austin gave me a platform, and I love him for that. But at the end of the day, I stood out, and I will take credit for that. Like, I
hate when people take away credit because you get exposure from a platform or from someone. Like a few days ago or a week ago, I tweeted out a YouTube comment because it made me so. It was just about how Kevin, my boyfriend, made me famous or something along that line. When first of all, we barely ever collaborate, but just because he has a bigger platform, it doesn't mean he made me. Like it feels so unfair. It's as if people would tell you, oh, you only have viewers because of Ludwig. And
yeah, I get that a lot.
It feels so unfair because people, I agree, it helps to get exposure, but as you said, if you don't have the right personality, if you don't make the right type of content, if people don't want to watch you, just because you got exposure, they will not stick around.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's yeah, and I think I've seen multiple girls go on the Austin show since I've done it and kind of copy my stick. Like,
really?
And try to do exactly what I did, and they don't stick around. Like,
there's only one Cinderella.
Exactly. Like, and so I get it all the time. Like, there was a girl who went on that tried to do exactly what I did, and all these people were like, "Oh, she's the new cutie," and I was like, "All right, let's see what happens." And she doesn't even stream anymore because she couldn't get enough viewers, and it's just like, exactly. It's exactly it.
Like, how amazing you did. If now there are girls who want to copy you to achieve your success, I would take that as a compliment.
It's hard. In the moment, it's hard to, but yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. It wouldn't feel that nice that they're trying to copycat what you're doing.
But it's okay. It's no big deal. The only hard thing I have about it now is I watch my friends on the show. Like, I watch Casey and Minx, and I get so sad because the show is so much bigger now. Like, the peak viewers when I was on it, we got hyped when we hit 16K, and now Austin's out here hitting like 160, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's sad because I see my friends having fun doing it, and I'm like, I just want to hang out with them. I want to have fun with them, and then, you know. But I guess I'd rather have my boyfriend than have fun with my friends.
No, I loved it. I think you still appeared in... Who was on the show that day? You made a business pitch. Was that Jordan fan or
No, else? I did it to Carl just because it was... we try to come up with ways to get me back on it, but it's like really hard because it's like, you know, I can't.
It's a dating show. And
it's a dating show, so we have to get really, really creative. And we thought Carl would buy into my sense of humor and like it, but didn't work so well. We tried though.
I loved it. I thought that was very original, and I think that's something that maybe those people who were not really seeing why you made it, they don't see that you have come up with a million original ideas. It's like, I feel like every time I tune into your stream, it's always something really original. Or if it's something I have seen before, it's because it's a series, like your podcast or the baking shows. Yeah. But it's always a show. Like both you and Ludwig are very good at creating segments and shows that are, it's high quality content because you put thought into it. You planned it. There's an idea behind it. You don't just sit down for 8 hours and play the same game. You always treat it as a product of entertainment, and you want to give something that's valuable to watch, I feel like.
No, I'm pretty boring.
You're not. You're not. You're anything but boring.
I'll just push go live sometimes. I'll go live and then I'll stare at chat and I'll be like, I don't know what we're doing today. And they'll just look at me like the emoji, like the eye emoji, the lip emoji, the eye emoji, like, cutie, entertain us, cutie. And I'm like, what should we do? Should we watch YouTube? Like, I don't know. But it's all right. Some days.
I guess it's just difficult to always have a new idea, but you have come up with many. Like I think you're very original in terms of your sense of humor, but also the ideas you come up with for streams. I don't see it on channels in general. Like, I think there are very few streamers who have this approach, that it's a show, that it's a product of entertainment, not just playing a game.
I couldn't do the same thing every day. I think I had to figure that out early, because once I went on Austin's show, which is very much so a show, I went back to my stream and I had all these new viewers, and they didn't want to watch me play League. They're an entertainment audience, so it was like, what do I do? So I had to recalibrate my entire stream. And I did so many things at the beginning. I used to do like these karaoke contests that were pretty entertaining, I think. I don't know, they're bizarre.
Karaoke? I didn't see those ones.
Yeah, this was years ago.
Is it where you did the Britney Spears? Because I didn't get that reference earlier.
Britney Spears, I used to work on a cruise ship.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's such a cool job.
Yeah, I used to work on a cruise ship as Britney Spears. Oh, I used to go into... my chat is spamming my emote. I have a dad ? Emote, like, where's my dad type thing? Because, like, just like a daddy issues joke, which, for the record, I have a very loving dad. Oh, you're totally fine.
About the daddy one, is that true that you were spamming that, or like you were asking that question on other streams, and that's how you met Ludwig, or is...
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah, so like, the premise of the Austin show was like a love show. And so after you get rejected, you pretend to act upset and blah, blah, blah. And then it was just like funny. It was funny to go around to different, wholesome sexual harassment. My bad. But I realize now that it was probably not kosher. But I would go to other streamers, and I would ask them, like, I would hit on them in their chat. Like, I would go to like random streamers, and I went to Ludwig's and I hit on him.
And it worked out.
And it worked out, I guess. I never meant for it to work out because that was pretty easy, entertaining content that I can't do now, but what can you do?
I find that hilarious that it started out as a joke from your end to do that on other streams, and it actually became a thing, and more than a thing.
Yeah, it's funny because I get that a lot, kind of like what you're saying about your boyfriend. Like, I get people that will come in and they'll be like, Ludwig made you. Or, like, you only have viewers because you're dating Ludwig. And it's like, no, actually, like, when I met Ludwig, he had 300 viewers.
300?
Yeah. And I had more viewers at the time, so I had like I think I had like 1,000.
Wait a second, Cutie, you made Ludwig? Wait, Headline news. QTCinderella made Ludwig.
No, I didn't.
He owes you his whole career.
I did not.
This is gonna be such a
But you know for a fact, roles reversed, it would be that way. It's like people say it to Maya. People say it to Maya all the time. They'll be like, Ms. Kiff is the only reason you got viewers, you know? And
they say that to her?
Yeah, because Maya didn't have a ton of viewers until Ms. Kiff came around.
Yeah.
But it's so messed up. Like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, and in any case, if it's two creators meeting, one of them is likely to have a bigger platform, or unless it's like you have the exact same numbers, but that's not why you are dating. If anything, I don't know if in your case, I don't know if it was similar to you, but when I met Kevin, first of all, I had no idea who he was. So for me, I just talked to him as a human being. I didn't know he has like 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Like for me, he was just a guy that I've just met. I had no idea how many people watch him. And when I learned how many people watch him and we started dating, if anything, it bothered me because I thought I'm going to get lots of hate mail. Like I was only seeing the other side of it, that there will be a lot of angry fans who will not want me to be around in his life. So it's not like it's all. I never considered it like, oh, this is such an advantage. If anything, it can have.
It's awful. It has a lot of repercussions.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. And it's very unfair that they told you that he made you, or you only have viewers because of him.
There's more downsides to it than there are positives to dating someone in the like public eye. And I know it's just Twitch or YouTube, and that's not like, you know, it's not like celebrities, but it's very much so like I've talked about this on stream before, but I'll get DMs that are like, Ludwig could do better. And it's like, okay, you know, you're in a normal relationship, you would never get anything like that.
Yeah. I feel the same way about it. I think it's difficult to have a relationship in a public, and that's why Kevin and I didn't say anything for a long time. And he still is very private about his life because he doesn't want any of those comments, and I fully get it. I'm just like the type of person that cannot hide her private life fully, because I've always been very straightforward and open about my life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I'm happy that like we get comments on our relationship constantly. Because no one has to deal with that when they are dating in normal life. It's just being a public figure, and that puts your relationship somewhat public too.
Yeah. And like if you're having a bad day, like you're just having a bad day. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed or whatever. And then there will be people being like, oh, are you and Ludwig fighting? And it's like, no.
Yeah, I love those comments when people are trying to like if one of us wouldn't stream or has to cancel, it's like, oh, what happened? Like, you know, it's like they're trying to dig into like what happened. Why is someone not showing up, or why are they not like? Yeah, it's just too much. People with too much free time, I feel like, and hardcore fans who only see their side of the story. That they are like, I don't know if you get that a lot too. That Ludwig has, I don't know how many. I don't know the average age of his audience.
Yeah, it's getting a little younger.
Younger fans, I feel like sometimes can be very blinded and kind of like fangirling or fanboying in a way that they actually think they will marry the person they admire, and that's just like, Oh man.
That's been a new thing I've started to experience.
Yeah.
Is he's gotten a bit of a younger audience, and a lot of those are young girls. And
yeah,
it's weird. It's just weird to see, like, imagine seeing your significant other, like people saying to him, like, oh, I love you so much, you're so hot, oh my gosh, I want to marry you. I'm just like, okay. You know, it's just like, this is weird. Like,
yeah. I see a lot of those comments for Kevin too, and obviously he doesn't care, but for me at the start, it was like, how am I ever gonna be comfortable with this?
Yeah, it's just different, and it's like, I don't think, like, you know, I'm not intimidated by these 15-year-olds. It's just like, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's just like, ugh. And like, I think another issue, and this one hasn't been that bad, but is the way the internet decides to see things. Like, they'll be like they'll ship your fucking boyfriend with somebody else.
Oh, true. Does it happen to you all the time too, that if you talk to someone else, it almost completely doesn't matter what gender, but if you get on well with someone else, you stream with someone else, and then they are like, they ship it. So they would ship you with someone else, they would ship Ludwig constantly with someone else too, and it's like, if you talk to another human being and you get along, it's a ship. And it doesn't matter that the person is in a relationship, it doesn't matter that you are friends. If you get along with someone else and you are streaming together, like people see you on stream together or talking to each other, then it's like, yeah, it's a ship. It's,
you know what, my chat has, and I've done a lot of crossovers. Like, I did a stream with Christopher Yee, I do streams with Point Crow, I've done like Levy. I have never once been shipped. Like,
really?
My chat is really, really great. Like, I think I actually have a relatively mature chat. I've never seen it one time. But like, I remember when the chess meta happened, it was like the first time that like Lud started streaming with excessively with other content creators, and it made me so uncomfortable. Like, I actually didn't like Alex for a long time.
Really?
Like, I did not like her. Yeah, because I felt like she was feeding into it. And I remember like talking to her about it, because I was like, what are you, like, hi, who are you? You know, like, just because like people would ship him with Alex, people would ship him with Nemo, because it was the first girls he would ever talk to, and it made me so uncomfortable. And then, you know, and now it's like, now he's playing Among Us, and I'll see people ship him with Ash or ship him with Valky or whatever, and it's just like, okay, you know, it's like one thing I've gotten used to it, and another thing where it's just like, people just need to grow up, you know, like, it's just like so, it's so annoying, like, whatever.
I totally get that. I'm constantly shipped with my co-host, so Levi, of course, is because I cover many of the events with him on Hikaru's channel, and there's this percentage of the viewers, luckily not my community, I love you guys, but mainly I think on bigger platforms, because obviously Hikaru's channel is bigger and not everybody knows that Levi's in a happy relationship. I'm in a very happy relationship. So like, no one cares about our actual private life. They just see two people of two different genders talking to each other,
Yeah,
and that's
weird.
Like, yeah.
Like, and how uncomfortable does that, like, you know, like, imagine Levi's girlfriend watching that, and like, she doesn't know the internet the way we know it. Like, that's so uncomfortable, you know? Like, it's just so gross. Like, why are we like this, guys? Like, we don't need to Anna messed up again. It was very embarrassing for her.
I lost all our lives, but I was like, I don't think I can figure this out. I care a lot more about our conversation than
no, you're fine. You're like, move on, next one. Yeah, it's very much so just like people get excited, and that's easy drama to feast on, is like, oh, like, I see it in Hikaru's chat too. Like, you know, whenever he's with the girl streamer, they're like, oh, Hikaru's flirting, and it's like, no, he's not. Like, like, it's just silly. They're on 70? Oh, they're only on 70.
They lost a life and they're on 70. How sweaty and heavy that is. So disgusting. So disgusting. Well, yeah, I feel like that too. That it's a lot of times viewers who don't know us too well. So I think it's not our actual communities, but maybe on a bigger platform, they are like, they would translate it as flirting if you get along with someone, but they wouldn't call it flirting if it's like a friend. Like they will not say it if it's Minx and Casey and you. They will say it if it's a different gender. Or in my case, I have always been shipped with Alex too, because she's one of my best friends. And people wanted me to get married to her. Apparently, I proposed to her on stream. The thing is, I proposed to Alex on stream because that was a challenge to confess my love to someone among the streamers. And I was visiting Alex in California, and so on air, I proposed to her, and that's an ongoing joke. But some people don't get that it's a joke.
Yeah,
like, I love her as a friend, and if I liked girls, that would be totally fine too. What's not fine is that people ship you with whoever just because you get on well.
Yeah. It's just very weird. It's like they treat humans like we are humans. Like like we're playing cards or something. They're like, "Oh, these ones are good together." And you're like, "No. No, that's not how it works." Like But I mean, it's fine. It's the one good thing about having like a relationship that's always documented is now it's like all of our memories, like a lot of our memories are like I have cute little videos and like stuff like that. It's nice.
I like that part too. You also have a vlog about the time when you met Ludwig, don't you? I think there's a
Or
wasn't it the first time you met?
It wasn't actually the first day we met. I don't think I've ever like exposed that. It was like the second day, but like in person.
Same event. I mean, it's the same event where you guys met, isn't it?
No. So we met online. Oh. So I met in his Twitch chat, and then a few months later, I was in California for work, and I was like, yeah, we should just do a stream together. And so then we hung out, and then the next day we did a stream together.
Oh, I see. Well, that it almost counts like that. Like you stream together the next day. But I like that part too a lot. That it's documented. You can look back at it and say, "Oh, this was our first stream together, and this is when we weren't dating yet, but like I kind of had a crush on him, and then I thought he may like me too." Or like you think back on how you felt about it and such. And that's I think that's a cute part.
Yeah, it has its plus. It's nice. It has its bonuses.
Yeah,
for sure.
I have a vlog about when I met Kevin, because that's the event where I met David Hasselhoff. Of course, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, because I went, that was my first TwitchCon, and I was even like, why am I even here? But since I was already there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a vlog, because I totally didn't feel like going to TwitchCon. I was in Iceland at a tournament Alex was playing. I was visiting her, because that year I decided I'm just gonna focus on my friends and family and my career, because I was recovering from a breakup, and I was like, I don't want to date anyone. I'm just gonna be like traveling and seeing my friends and working a lot. So I went to see Alex in Iceland, and I was like, I could just stay in Iceland and like be a tourist and have a good time instead of flying to Germany for TwitchCon. I didn't know anybody except for one friend at TwitchCon. And I felt like it's gonna be a terrible experience. But then this friend of mine, RT Game, he was messaging me like, "Oh, Anna, are you at the party yet? I'm here with Kevin." And I was like, "Oh my god, who the hell is Kevin?" Like,
yeah, you're like, who is this?
I couldn't care less. Like, I couldn't care less who is this guy. Like, I didn't want to be shipped with anyone. But yeah, I went to the party. He introduced me to this guy called Kevin, and this guy called Kevin is my boyfriend, and we are living together. So I guess it wasn't too bad that I went to TwitchCon, but I was vlogging the whole time. I almost have a footage of the exact second when I met him, but my camera died. I was filming the whole time and my camera died when I was introduced to them. I was like, I have like 10 seconds before, I have like my feet walking up to them, and then the camera died, but I almost recorded every single minute, including when I met them. Yeah, I have like the feet. I have everyone's feet, and then it stops the footage.
That's so funny. So you met, and then like, was it, you were like, oh, this is love at first sight, or?
Oh, not at all, because I wanted to be single, and I was like, I'm a single, very hardworking, professional woman, and I don't care about guys. So I was like, I didn't even realize how much I liked him at the start, because we were hanging out the whole time. Like, I clearly had a good time in his company, but I didn't think I was gonna date anyone. So I didn't think that we were gonna be a thing ever, because I didn't think about dating. And it was just a weekend event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were hanging out the whole time. We spent all TwitchCon just hanging out together, either the two of us or as a group. It was constantly spending time together, and I had a blast. But I think I didn't realize until the end that maybe he likes me, because nothing happened, because obviously I didn't even think there could be anything. But the last day when I was taking a taxi back to my hotel, because we were going to just take our flights back home and such, and I was stepping into the cab, and he said, I just said goodbye, and he said, I think I said see you soon, and he said, I sure hope it will be soon, because I'll miss your company.
Oh, nice.
And I think only then, when I was sitting in the cab going back to my hotel, I was thinking like, maybe he likes me, because I thought of him as like someone who was just hanging out because we were having a good time as friends. But like, I think that's when it hit me that maybe he likes me more than just a friend.
Yeah, that was smooth.
When we kept talking, like we were messaging each other right after the event, and a few weeks later I found the time to finally come to Ireland and see him for a few days. That was like when I was like, okay, we are actually like, we're gonna see each other, and I think we like each other. But
That's
I didn't
crazy.
realize that.
I like that. I think there's a few people that misunderstood our conversation. Like, someone in my chat straight up said, he said, I only ship when both people flirt with each other. It makes me happy. No. So here's the deal, is you don't know when people are flirting with each other and when they're just talking to each other. You don't ship people. We just don't do that. Regardless if it makes you happy, it makes other people uncomfortable, because you don't define when people are flirting. So chat, we learned today is we don't do that, okay? No matter how happy it makes you, we just don't. Okay.
But QT, we are being shipped right now. My viewers were shipping us too, and we already have a ship name. It's QT.
True. Okay. Anna and I give you consent. Okay, there's our consent. It's just, geez Louise, people.
Yeah. No, I thought at least we learned that one thing.
Yeah,
I thought Hikaru and Levi, by the way.
Yeah, but we did also ship Hikaru and Levi, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much for joining the puzzle. I feel like I wasn't giving you much of the chess part, but I liked a lot our story time and talking to you and getting to know you better. I feel like I care more about that than the competition.
Oh, it's okay. I feel like we're doing great.
We are doing very well, considering they are on 71. They already lost 2 lives, though. They only have 1 more life left.
Who else is on our team? Do we only have 1 more life left?
I killed this one, so it's like I can start a new one, or we can keep this as our top score. But we can definitely win the top clip. We can definitely win the top clip too.
What should we do for top clip?
Yeah, how do we go viral? I think we need a strategy. Although probably if anyone clipped earlier when we were spamming in Hikaru's and Levi's chat, that could go viral.
Someone submit that. Someone make sure you clip that.
Yes, please do, because I think the best clip will be decided by a Twitter poll.
Oh, really? Is that how they decide it?
I think that's what they did yesterday. Although it's a good question. How do they even nominate the clips? Like, who decides?
Well, if we lose, it's sexist. So at least there's that.
Definitely. Only the girl teams can win. This is what we learned, of course. What were the other teams? Like, I think there are a couple.
Check on any other team. Is Eric streaming?
There's Eric Rose and you
or Nemo?
I guess you know Eric, the chess bra Eric.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This Maxime Vachelagrave is the #1 French player, but I guess they are streaming in French because Kevin Bordy Blitzstream, that's the #1 French stream. Maxime is one of the top players too, so Hikaru and Maxime are the strongest players here. Alexander Kostenyuk is a former women's world champion, so it's we are in a very nice company here, but we certainly have the coolest team.
We definitely have the coolest team, but I think we might lose, man.
I think so.
Also, it's kind of messed up they didn't put woman GM in front of mine. That's pretty rude. I'm confused.
Exactly. Like, what is this? This must be a typo.
It's gotta be. I'll talk. I'll have my people talk to them. It's pretty messed up.
Will we still have the lesson, please, please, please? Because I want to.
Yes, yes, yes. I have it. It's scheduled. It's on my calendar. I write everything down, like with a pen. It's written down. I'm ready.
I thought that was hilarious when you messaged Pocky and I think it was also you were showing it on screen, right? The DM that you messaged her saying that you already had like Hikaru for this day, and then I got Mator.
Yeah.
But you might be able to get her a slot.
Dude, I just wish I just choked. I choked so hard. I could have been so much funnier. But I was just nervous. I just didn't know her sense of humor. And then like all of a sudden it had already been an hour and I was like, shoot. Like, and so it's just, we'll see.
I think you did a great job. And we always will feel like we could have done even better, but you didn't know how much of your sense of humor she's gonna take.
I've never done anything with her before, so it was like, oh, yeah. Kevin is streaming. What's he streaming right now?
GTA with mods. I think you can, if you spam. Oh, I don't see it. What's with his screen? He was setting this up yesterday. That if you pick a number, why are we not seeing the game though? I'm concerned now about his game. Okay, it's working. Have you tried GTA with mods? That it's got like super random things such as no gravity. The I don't know, Jimmy spawns, aliens attack, now you're in Mexico and everything changes the color and how the game looks. There's so many funky mods. I don't know how people do it to actual games. Like for me the gaming world is still so new. But
yeah, I don't
GTA.
understand it either. I don't understand how they do stuff like that.
How can you modify like an actual game? But this one has tons hilarious mods, and I think he found a way in which if you pick a number in the chat, it's the number that's being chosen by most people will be the mod that appears in his game.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I have no idea how to do that, but he was setting this up yesterday. I hope it works because it looks so funny that you control what happens in his game.
Yeah, that stuff stresses me out. Like trying to figure out how to do. Yeah, he said chaos mod. What is that?
Oh.
Yeah, Twitch voting enabled.
Yeah, so those are, they see here, stop and stare is 1, then half game speed, 2, spawn blimp, and random effect is number 4, and then now they are voting.
That is so interesting.
Do you play GTA?
I'm currently playing the story mode. I've been working through it. I've never played it before until this last 2 months.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing through the story mode. It's pretty fun. But I tried to imagine.
I haven't played through the whole game. I'm terrible at driving. I don't have a driver's license, and in game, I think I just show why I don't have a driver's license.
Yeah,
I bump into everything.
I'm the same. It's really hard to drive in the game. Like,
is it difficult for you too? I thought I just don't have skills at all.
No, and I've played many hours of the game at this point, and it's still really hard to drive.
That's reassuring to hear, because I thought I haven't used the controller in my life until I met Kevin. Like, for me, gaming is like, I played games as a kid, like, I don't know, Disney games or just games made for children, which is like the up and down and left and right button and space to jump, and that's just about it. But I never played games that required any keyboard or mouse or controller skills. And now as a 33-year-old, I started learning how to play. I mean, I'm terrible at it, but like I started trying at least. When it comes to the controller, I'm still so confused. There are so many buttons on a controller.
I think a fun place you could start would be doing like a Mario 64 playthrough, because it's like a classic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's super, super classic. I did it last year and I got hooked on it. It's very, very fun. And people
Mario
really like
64.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
It's you have to use a controller, and it's like very like basic and easy controls. So that's what I would recommend. I'm sure you have to do it on an emulator. But I'm sure Kevin could help you set it up because that stuff's confusing as hell.
I don't even know what's an emulator.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
This has been, I feel like we've done not too much chess, but I think it's just the right amount because I feel like I got to know you better, and I always thought you're a really cool streamer, but then they didn't assign me to you in PogChamps, and I was a bit disappointed because I was like, I want to coach QT, but I don't get to pick. Like, of course, I'm happy with the students I got, but I was like, on top of it, maybe they could have assigned me to you. They didn't. But we found our way to collab without being assigned at PogChamps, and you're gonna be my coach, so that's even better.
Yeah, you'll learn so much. I'm developing your lesson plan. Don't worry.
I think that trash talking is definitely something I need to develop. I learned today already the things we said in Levy's chat and Hikaru's. By the way, how are they doing? 71 gross. Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah. No, the trash talking is definitely something I need. Have they? Oh, I thought they made a mistake. I was so happy.
Yeah, because Levy just he looked upset.
I was so happy. Oh, and by the way, at PogChamps, I don't know if you heard me talking about it because I was mentioning it on my streams back then during PogChamps, but I didn't know if that clip ever made it to you, but I genuinely thought you were the player that improved the most from one match to the other. And I wasn't saying it to please anyone or to praise you. I genuinely was shocked that you showed up from one match to the other. It always felt like you made the biggest progress because obviously Hafu was putting in all the hours and she's the worthy champion, but apart from her progress, I was very impressed with your one because the first match you played, there were like bigger mistakes. Then the second match you played was progress, like you improved from the mistakes, from the blunders you made, and then the next time you show up it was even better, and it just felt like such a good tendency of becoming better and better. So I honestly, chess-wise too, I was impressed with you, apart from that you are amazing and hilarious and you're very unique.
Thank you. That's so nice of you. You're so good at gassing me up. It's so undeserved. But...
No! And a lot of people tell me like, oh, Anna, you're so nice. It's not possible you are this nice. And I'm like, no, I'm not nice. I'm just honest. And if I like someone, I want to tell them that I think they are really cool. Because we are too, sometimes I feel like a lot of people just hold back their compliments because they don't want to come across like in this case too, like people could think like, oh, Anna just wants QT's audience to like her and she just wants the viewers. Like, I don't care about that. Honestly, I would have, I know it's difficult to say it because you also have a big platform now. I started having more viewers too because of the Queen's Gambit. I feel like there's a new chess boom.
Yeah.
But I collaborate with people of any size, that so for me it's like not a requirement that you have a big platform, and I tell people what I think of them. Doesn't matter if they have many viewers or just 20 viewers. I feel like it's so unfair when people think you'll do everything with a motive, and that's just like, you can't be nice without a motive.
Yeah. I will say you are great at being nice. You are aggressively nice, which is good. There's not enough people in the world like that go out of their way to say nice things, and
thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing that you're like that. I wish I was more like that. I'm not. I'm too shy. It's funny because people don't believe that.
You're hilarious. You're hilarious, and I'm like, I can't make any jokes. And Kevin is that type because he does comedy style content, and I was like, I wanted to be like him, but I don't have his sense of humor. And then I just realized, I just gotta be me. I gotta stick to what I am good at, and just I guess you make it when you realize that people should like you for being you and not because you try to be someone else.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's 100%. I think it's great. I hope, I mean, I've gotten better at chess. I hope someday I get invited back to PogChamps, but
that would be amazing.
I need to get a lot more viewers to get a re-invite. We'll see. Catch me when I'm famous, PogChamps.
You'll get there, especially since you are the head coach of Pokimane.
Yeah.
And if Pocky wins it, it's gonna be because of that lesson.
I know. I have to go find the clip. I made her women GM, you know, so I've got to go find that clip and post it before she goes with the Caro, just to, like, you know, remind her where she's at.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know what time is the lesson. Oh wait, it says here. I'm stupid.
2 p.m.
What time is it Pacific now?
It's almost noon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
lesson soon. I better let you find the clip before that and make sure to spam it and just show Hikaru who's the boss.
I will.
Show the boss. Will you still be streaming or will you take a break now?
I'm gonna end. Sorry, I
end.
yawned. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I'll be back in a while.
I was gonna raid you if you were to stay, but if not, I'll find you another day, cutie.
Yeah, we have streams coming up together. We're gonna start with our chess lesson and we're gonna go from there.
Yeah. Oh, and I heard you mention sub battles. I'm happy to set.
Oh yeah, I want to do that. I don't know how to do that.
We're gonna figure it out. I'll help you with that. I myself don't know it 100%, but we're gonna find a way, and we can set up a sub battle between your team and my team.
Yeah, I think that'll be really, really fun. Chat, are you guys any good at chess? They're like, no, smiley face.
Let me see your chat. This is gonna be stream stuff.
I was just messaging you. Can they go in your stream room? Are they done cleaning your stream room? Okay. Okay. What was that? What'd you say, Anna?
Oh, I was just checking on your chat, but I realized that for you will be like loads of stream section windows on top of each other.
We'll go like this, then you can see my chat.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna.
Which
I don't
one
know
is
what
your
this
favorite
is.
emote? I'm gonna have to learn which ones to spam because I'm a spammer. That's what I do. Like I normally lurk. I don't say much when I'm watching other streams, and I just spam emotes sometimes. Which ones do I need to spam on your channel?
What? Not those ones. Those are the worst ones. I don't know. They like using the honker one. I hate the honker one. I don't really understand why they wanted it.
Oh, this is the honk.
They love using that. I don't even know what it means.
Which one is your favorite?
Simba.
Simba. Dog. Wait, which one is Simba?
You were over him.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And any of the emotes that's you? Which one is your favorite about you?
With my face? I don't like any of them with my face. Maybe the one where I'm crying. I think is kind of funny. It says QTC fine, but there's like, yeah.
I love that one. And you have that like a layer like that you can put on the streams, right? That you can have that under your eyes.
Yeah, I do that. Where is it? I have it. Right. You never know when you need a good cry, you know? So I like to. Where is it? I actually can't find it. If I go like this. Oh, there it is. Oh, my cam's over it. I'll find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it with the delay, but
yeah, there's a bit of a delay. Where's my cam? Oh my gosh, I have so many cams. What the heck?
Oh, and I forgot to turn the dark mode on for this. I was caught.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
If, you know, if you're ever really sad, you just kind of pull these on.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have a rain one too, so it would be. I can't move it. I have my overlays, my like stream, my Streamlabs is just a disaster.
Yeah.
It's such a mess. I have so many like random things.
Yeah, too many layers and things that I don't use anymore.
Oh,
still
one is all the way over there. Yeah.
I have BTTV, guys, but I forgot, not forgot, but I'm using normally a different browser for streams. I should download it for this too because, yeah, I don't see BTTV here. I have it in my other
People
browser.
get really mad about that. That and dark mode and light mode.
Oh, yeah. No, I was using light mode until hitting 100,000 followers. I was like, I like light mode. If you guys want me to get rid of it, we need a goal. And so the 100K was the goal for the dark mode, and
That's so funny. So now you have to use it.
Yes, I have to.
What a
but
silly
it looks
thing.
terrible on chess.com. Look at this. This is awful. So that's why I have an option to turn it off, because on chess.com it looks just awkward. It's very, very strange.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, it's an extension, Dark Reader, that I downloaded so that I can change it. But yeah, on chess.com I wouldn't recommend dark mode. Everywhere else, yes.
Huh. Good to know.
Oh, Kelly, my moderator Kelly's saying that she's got 4 clips.
What a good mod!
That can vote. Yeah, I don't know how this voting goes, but Kelly, if you could send me those clips, and I think I'm being told that Kevin is rating. Well, then I'm gonna go back to this scene because I'm gonna introduce my friend QTCinderella.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Welcome everyone joining us from Kevin's channel. That's 4,270 of you meeting my new friend QTCinderella. She's amazing. So make sure to drop.
I'm not wearing enough makeup for this. Why are you doing this to me?
You're amazing, and people should know of your channel. This was our very first chess collaboration, but I cannot wait for more chess and non-chess. Cutie, thank you so much for joining me. And Kevin, you shouldn't have. We were literally watching Kevin's stream. And now I see myself there because we were watching the GTA with mods.
I can't believe he ended so soon. Man, what a lazy guy. We so... Oh, 2-hour stream, Kevin? Really? Really? We can't all have the day off.
He uploads he records, edits, and uploads every day and streams 4 times a week, but his main focus has always been YouTube. I still think I don't know how he makes content every day that is content from scratch because I use my streams for videos. Like I can't record separately. I don't have the time. I don't find the time.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Do you know who Code Miko is?
Yes, she's amazing.
Yeah, you should do an interview with her. She's always looking for people to bother. Miko. Really? Yeah. She wants to learn chess too.
Is she around? Miko, hello.
Yeah, Miko's
she
here.
Wants to learn too. Okay, we gotta do a girl squad coaching session where Cutie is the coach. I'm a student. Miko can be a student too.
Yeah, you'll play each other. Fight to the death.
Okay. Okay, Miko, I'm in. I'm totally in.
Should be good. But
that's gonna be great.
All right, I'm gonna end. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Absolutely, and make sure to find a clip about Woman Grandmaster Pokimane for the lesson with Hikaru. Very important.
I'm sorry to Anna's chest. You're staring. I'm not wearing any makeup. I look like a monster. I'm sorry. It's embarrassing.
If this is how you look without makeup, I wish I looked like you without makeup.
That's crazy.
You have amazing eyes and they pop without makeup. Like, I feel like I don't have eyes if I'm not wearing makeup because my lashes are so light and tiny, and it's like, I feel like...
Well, this is like yesterday's makeup, you know? Like, so I guess technically I'm wearing some makeup. I just, you know, that's why they called me trashy. It makes sense. It's fair. It is fair. It's a fair assessment, but...
So totally not fair. Totally not fair. Miko, likewise. We need to have that session with QT and set up something in general. I saw Miko joined your server. Your
the tampon server.
Yes.
Yeah. We just call it the tampon server. It scares men.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I wish it was used more. I feel like I wish there was a game, like more group games.